I prefer not to comment because it's not. If you want to speak about big decisions, you don't speak just about the red cards. I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble.
Well, there were many incidents.
Do you think it's not a problem, diving or simulation? It's not. It's an exaggerated problem. It's not really a problem in the English.
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Oh yes, it is. Oh yes, it is. But I don't make campaigns.
So you always think there's a campaign against you?
Yes. No, that's not against me because I'm not on the pitch. Against Chelsea, yes. Against Chelsea, yes. You know, in the last couple of weeks, do you want me to tell you the two most important things that happened in my match?
Hello, my friend. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching my match review between Wolves and Chelsea Football Club. At the end, it's 0-0 and we got away with a point. It's not a loss, but it feels like a loss because there is a big difference between drawing and losing. The difference is only 1 point. But if you wanna make yourself feel good, a feel-good factor, you can say we didn't lose at the end, right? So that is the positive from this game. And let's start our agendas. Agendas FC. Because guess what? Everybody is going to target the guy that they don't like. It's gonna be Pulisic. It's gonna be Hakim Ziyech. It's gonna be Chalobah. It's gonna be Rudiger, such and such. There is nothing you can do to change it. This is the world that we are living in. People refuse to see the truth, refuse to tell the truth. They're just more interested in narratives, popular opinions, and agendas. So, as you all know, I'm not interested in any kind of agendas. I try to make a point and help people think outside the box. We all can agree from the get-go, there were no youth. Remember, I've been making a lot of videos lately asking for Thomas Tuchel to be brave and bring some kids from the academy because we have nothing to lose. We are suffering with injuries and also the virus. So this is the time that some of our academy product can be given a chance. What do we have to lose, my friend? Because we are dropping points and losing games, playing with the so-called world class. Why can't we just be brave enough and try probably couple youngsters from the academy? But if you say it, you have an agenda and you hate somebody. So I'm gonna just leave it there. But we all can agree on those facts. And first of all, agendas against Chelsea Football Club is a real thing. I'm not gonna repeat myself. Everybody knows about it. In Europe, we got punished by referees, by UEFA and whatever. In England, nobody likes us. Referees, VAR, FA, all kind of authorities, they don't really like Chelsea Football Club. I'm not gonna repeat myself. Facts are there. You take them, or you can choose to ignore and pretend agenda doesn't exist against the Chelsea Football Club. So, it sounds like a broken record, my friends. It's the same old, same old. If you take my video from 6 months ago, it's gonna sound exactly the same. We got found out, okay? 3 at the back doesn't work anymore. We look average. Everybody knows how to play against us. And no plan B, you know. We keep doing play A. If we don't succeed with play A, we have to push again, play A, and then play A, and then play A. Broken record, repeating the same things over and over again. The in-match management, very, very poor from Thomas Tuchel at time. But under Lampard, it was all excuses. But under Thomas Tuchels, they are fucked. Okay? It's just injuries, virus, players are not good enough. People start seeing what I've been saying all this time. But back then, there were excuses. Right now, they are fucked. That's the way it is in the Chelsea community. There is no fear factor anymore. People are not afraid of Chelsea anymore. I remember back in the day when we used to win games just before even the game, because we intimidate everybody. You see Didier Drogba there, John Terry there, Frank Lampard there, you know that you are going to get 5-0 or something. So the fear factor is way gone. It doesn't exist anymore. You can tell the first half, they didn't even care about who we were. They were pushing, and we were lucky because their goal were taken off, rightly so. Thank you, VAR, for, one of the rare times that they will give a decision for Chelsea Football Club. But we were lucky that it wasn't even Anthony Taylor, because Anthony Taylor was going to force his way and then give the goal. So we were lucky in the first half. N'Golo Kante almost got a red card, but it was chest and then hand after that. But I've seen it given. Okay, imagine if it was Anthony Taylor, he was going to give a straight red card, and it was going to be a completely different story. And it kind of balances out in the second half when they denied us a penalty, in the box. So those kind of stuff are going to balance out themselves during the game. Anyways, if the referee still have some human feelings to try to be fair at some point. So we were lucky in the first half because it was a game of two halves. The first half, it was all them dominating in every area, and we didn't even have a midfield, Chaluba, I'm sorry, but he wasn't good enough. I didn't even want to see him start the game. That's why I've been saying to give him rest, because he's from an injury and we can't force certain people because they could cost us the game. So he was really awful. I got injured the first half, by the way. The first half also, Azpilicueta was awful, and I was asking myself if Lampard was right by trying to smoothly move him away from the team. But that is another story, because Azpilicueta, I don't recognize the Aspi of a few years ago. Pulisic in the first half showed us that he's not a false 9. He was awful. He's not a false 9 material. In the second half, he got better, of course, but he didn't even score. So probably the system is affecting him a lot, and the positioning on the field, we have to talk about the real issues instead of trying just to target people that we don't like as per usual. Okay, guys, so let's talk about the second half. We were much better, and thank you to Saul Niguez. We've been giving him a lot of sticks, but when he came on, he completely dominated the midfield. Kante was able to move forward more, and with the insurance of Saul Niguez playing as a box-to-box or whatever CDM. But the first half, we saw how Kante was struggling, pretty much walking himself. So this time, we have to give some credit to Saul Niguez. And what else happened to the second half? Domination FC. Chelsea Football Club will dominate without scoring goals. And all the possession that we had in the second half didn't help us in anything because we didn't score. Okay, we had few situations here and there with Mason Mount, and Pulisic had the more clear one, but you have to give the credit also to the goalkeeper who anticipated the situation and made a great save. But of course, it's gonna be Pulisic, you have to score that. You have to. people are going to take advantage of that situation to blame him because they don't like him to begin with. But if you look at the speed and how the goalkeeper covered his space, you will say that that it was a good action, but great save. Mason Mount had few situations here and there, but if you look at the way people are treating Mason Mount and the way they treat Christian Pulisic, completely different. But I am not surprised because, like I said, Agendas FC blame the guy that you don't like and make him as a scapegoat. Nice to see Kovacic back again with the team. He didn't really have a big impact because, you know, you have to understand that. And in conclusion, I would say same old Chelsea, okay? Domination FC. We got found out, no end product. We didn't score, but we are lucky also not to concede and get away with 1 point. Now, let's be honest with ourselves. The Tyrol Challenge is just look like miles and miles away. City completely destroyed. Newcastle away 4-0. And Liverpool might beat Tottenham Hotspurs. And to be honest with you, when you compare the three teams, we are no way near them. And it's going to be a long season for Chelsea Football Club. It is what it is. Leave your comment and let's have a conversation. Don't forget to encourage your brother by subscribing and liking this video. God bless you and go you Blues. Blue is the color.